Hello everyone. We are going to warm up today with a band. So if you don't have a band, that's okay. You can just pretend like you do. And if you do have one, start with a very light tension around the wrists. We are going to have the thumbs up towards the ceiling. The elbows are nice and tight to the side of the body, and then the arms are going to start to feel like your hands are pulling away from each other or pushing outward. That sort of wakes up the muscles in the back. Stand up really tall with this and begin with a march. We're going to pull the knee as high as you can. Keep the stomach muscles in. Stand up tall. And breathe. So we will spend a good 5 minutes warming up today before we start strength training. Just give the body a little time. Heat up these joints. Get the heart pumping. Now as you march here, if you want to really move your arms up and down as well, get some bigger movements through the upper body, go ahead. Still have your hands really pushing outward so that you feel the shoulders. And keep pulling your knees as high as you can. And breathe. We're going to go for about 15 more seconds here. And I hope you're playing some music at home. I don't want my voice to compete with any music, or I don't want to play something that you don't like the sound of. But put on some tunes that make you want to move. Okay. From here, if you don't have a band, hook your thumbs together. Okay? And if you do, take your palms down towards the ceiling, towards the floor. And then we're going to inhale and take the arms up towards the ceiling. As soon as you get as high as you can here, lean over to one side. And then inhale tall and lean to the other side. And then we'll just let those arms come down. Good, inhale up. And exhale. And exhale. Good, let's do that one more time. That's such a beautiful stretch. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, lean to the side. And lean to the other side. Okay, very good. We're going to take the band now around the ankles. If you have a heavier band, I would switch here and go to a heavier band at the ankles. We'll take 5 big steps one way and then back. So hinge over at the hips, tighten up through the belly, and take a step. A big enough step that you really feel the hips kick in here. And that's 5, and head back. Good, make sure you're not hunched over. You're always hinged nicely at the hips, long spine, and we'll do that again. Let's repeat. I want you to really feel like these glutes are waking up. And back. Your biggest step, really push it. Excellent. Okay, from here, we'll go into calf raises, but push your ankles outward. Really spread your toes in your shoes, and then lift up and come down. Good, as you come up onto your tippy toes, you're trying to balance. So lock your gaze and really flex the calf muscles. I try to count. When I do this, sometimes I get it right, sometimes I don't. We're doing about 10 of these. And now we're going to take this band above the knee. Once you have it above the knee, sit back down into a squat. And if you don't have a band, it's okay. You're just squatting. And then push your knees out and then bring them back in line with the toes. We'll do 10, 2. Stay low though in your squat. Hips back. 5, 6. Push the knees out. 7, 8. Just don't let them collapse in the center. And 10, and stand out of that. Okay, let's do a basic air squat. Push your knees out, set your hips back as far as you can, and we'll go for 10. At the top, squeeze the glutes. 3, 4, 5. Drive those knees out. 6, reach your arms forward. 7, 8, 9, and that'll do 10. Okay, we can take this band off And let's just do a few stretches. So I want to make sure your inner thighs are very stretched out. Today we have lateral lunges to do. So we'll step it all the way out into this wide stance, ankles under wrists, and then slowly sink into one leg. Your straight leg should be getting a nice deep stretch. Take your time. So as you go from side to side, notice if you feel the same on each leg, or does it feel tighter on one side than the other? And I want you to just hold it as long as you need to from side to side, okay? Don't reach down too far. You don't have to force anything. We're just getting ourselves ready here for the lateral lunges that are coming up in today's workout. We have 20 lateral lunges to do with a little squat in the center. All right, so that should feel somewhat loosened up. Let's interlace the hands behind the back, and we'll just open up the chest for a moment. So you interlace, pull the shoulders back. Inhale, bring your chin up. And just enjoy that nice stretch across the chest. All right, I think we're ready to get started. So for the lateral lunges, we'll hold the dumbbell in that goblet hold. So we have it between two hands, just under the chin. Give yourself enough space on either side of you to step out into a big lunge. Feet are about hip width. We're gonna sink into a squat. And then we'll step with one leg to one side, any side, and then right out to the other side. So that's 2 reps. We're gonna get to 20. 4, little squat, step, and step. 6, 8, little squat in the middle. There is 10. Take your time, only lower down as far as you want to. Listen to your body. 12. Keep going. Breathe. Breathe. 14. Good. 15. And 16. Almost there. 18. And 20. Okay, we'll put that down. Next exercise is a back exercise. It's not a super heavy exercise, it's a back fly. So it's this action of having wings and feeling your shoulder blades pull together on your back. I'm gonna start it pretty light with my 5s. And until you're totally comfortable with this exercise, keep it on the lighter side. So we're gonna stand feet about hip width, and then we'll hinge over at the hips. Push your hips back, look forward, hands are in front, and then fly your arms to the sides. Sorry, excuse me. And 2. Get that crack in your back. 3, 4, good. We're gonna aim for 15 of these. 6, and pause it, right? We hold. 7, so that you can really feel 8, the working muscles. 9, and this is 10, keep going. 11, there's a little pause, don't hunch your back. 12, almost feel like you're pressing your chest forward. 13, 14, I hope you're feeling this in the back, and that's 15. Perfect. So 15 standing back flies. Next exercise, we're gonna do a sumo squat, which again, it brings us into that wide position, and we're gonna combine it with an upright pull. So it's a shoulder exercise, it works a little bit of the upper back. You also get into the bicep. I'm gonna keep the weight a little bit light for the first set, see how my shoulders feel, and I can change it on the second set. So set up wide. Let's go toes out a little. Hands are together, or dumbbells are together in front. We come into our sumo, so drive your knees out, and then as you come up, pull your elbows towards the ceiling. The hands can open up from each other a little bit, and we'll land it here. That is 1. 2, we'll hit 12. 3, good. Get a nice squeeze in the shoulders at the top. 4, really feel the legs. 5, Got a lot to focus on here. 6, 7, just make sure you're pointing to the ceiling. 8, with these elbows. 9, 10, pushing in through your heels. 11, and that'll do. 12, okay, very good. Let's put that down, and let's start those 3 from the top. So we have a little itty bitty squat in the middle, combined with lateral lunges, 20 lateral lunges. Making sure you have enough room. Let's begin from the top. Goblet, hold, sink into your squat, step into your lunge, and then right over to your other side. Squat, lunge, and lunge for 4. Squat. Oh, we got lots of squats today. 6. 8. Good. If you feel like you need a break anywhere, 10. You go ahead and take it, all right? I just want you to listen to your body first and foremost. 12. Good. Breathe. 14. Big step. 16. Keep the chest up. Keep that chest up. 18. Almost there. Squat. Lunge. And lunge for 20. Okay. Very good. Put that down. Take a breather. So moving into that back fly, we'll do the exact same position. Wrists are facing each other. You got these big wings. If you feel like you want to go heavier for 15 reps, go ahead. I feel like I was good. I've been having a little bit of shoulder pain these days, so lightweight feels just fine for me. Feet hip width, bend your knees, stick your bum back. Hands in front, fly, pause. 1. Squeeze your back. 2, 3. Good. Feel the chest cavity. Push forward. 4, 5. Lower the arms with control. 6. We're not just swinging around here. 8. It's a little bit slower than you really want to go. 10. And by the end, by the time we hit that 15, you should really feel this in your back. 13, 14, and one more, hold it. And that is 15, very good. Okay, our next exercise is our upright pull or our upright row. And we are gonna combine that with a sumo squat. So that gets us out here in the legs, nice and wide. Pick your appropriate weight. Remember, it's elbows to the ceiling, and we're gonna pull the hands apart a little bit at the top. All right, sink into that sumo squat, keep it wide, feel the inner thigh, and then come up and squeeze the shoulders for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, looking good, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more. Big squeeze in the arms, 11, and there we go, 12. Okay, so if you want to do a third round of those 3 exercises, squatting with lateral lunging, back flies, and sumo upright pull, pause and hit a third set. If you're okay to move on, we're going to take a bicep exercise and do alternating bicep curls. So I'm going to pick a weight that challenges my biceps, starting with shoulder blades back and down. We'll go both feet on the ground here. One arm's going to come up, and as it comes up in neutral, rotate. So I'm going to rotate that pinky towards the shoulder. It's not going to come all the way up. I'll start a bit. I'll stop short here, and we're going to alternate arms till we get to 20. 3, keep your elbows close to your sides. 4, chest is up. 5, 6, 7, really rotate at the top. 8, twist at the top. 10, keep going. 11, elbows close to your sides. 12, 13, 14. Okay, the biggest thing here is that you picked a weight that was heavy enough. 16, because your biceps are really strong. You use them a lot. 18, 19, one more. There we go, 20. Okay, we'll put that down. We're gonna do a little tricep focus now, and we're gonna try an overhead tricep extension. I'm gonna hold a bit lighter, find I'm not quite as strong as this one, but we are going to push the dumbbells together. So bring these arms up as high as you can. Okay, same thing, my feet are about hip width, stomach muscles are in, standing nice and tall. And now keeping the elbows nice and close to the sides of the head, we'll lower the weight behind and we'll bring it up. Okay, if you have any discomfort in your shoulders, or it's really hard to keep the range of motion, 3, then do a tricep kickback instead. 4, and give you that option to do a different tricep exercise that you prefer. 6, and we're gonna see if we can hang in here till we get to about 12. 7, good, keep your posture. 8, lift your chin a little. 9, keep the elbows close together. 10, feel that stretch when the hands are down here. 11, and again, 12. Whew, that's always tricky. All right, there's our tricep. Now we're gonna do something that gets us jumping. So we will do a leap. I want you to imagine or take something and actually leap over it. But we're gonna do a jump that takes us from side to side here. We're gonna do 20. So when you're ready, let's jump off of one foot, tap down, jump off the other. Let's go. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and that'll do 20. Okay, get a nice little heart rate with that. And then we'll repeat those 3 again, starting with our alternating bicep curls. Picking a weight that is hard enough, but allows you to keep nice form. Okay, shoulder blades back and down. We begin in neutral. The thumb comes up, rotate the pinky towards the shoulder. 1, 2. We're not worrying about standing on one leg here or doing anything fancy for balance. 4, I just want you to really rotate 5 and squeeze the muscle. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, halfway there. 12, 14, 15, looking good. 16, 18, almost there. 19. You did it. There's 20 curls. Moving right along to, we'll say 12, overhead tricep extension. Remember, if that doesn't work for you and you want to do kickbacks, go ahead and do kickbacks, okay? Pick what works. I'm gonna push my weights together, bring the arms up, stand tall, abs in, chin up. Let's count. 1. Let those arms drop behind your head. 2. You feel that the tricep stretches. 3. And then you lock that arm out nice and straight. 4. And contract. 5. 6. 7. If I get us to 12 and you're not feeling this, 8. And by all means, 9. Do a few more. 10. 11. Squeeze in a few extra if you want to. That is my 12. We're gonna come back to our 20 jumps. We're jumping off of one foot at a time, okay? When you're ready, sink, drive off one leg, and back. 2, 3, 4, let's go, 5, big jumps. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and that'll do, 20 of those. Okay, very good. So standing up here, our standing circuits, we've really taken care of the legs, the back, the shoulders, the buys, the tries. We're gonna hit the mat now, and we're gonna do chest flies on the floor. If you did use a band for your warm-up, go ahead and take that heavy band and bring it down to the mat. Okay, we're gonna use it. We'll start lying on our back, and I want you to pick a weight that will challenge your chest, doing chest flies. And I will show you quickly here. For anyone that's not totally familiar, our chest flies are exactly like the back fly. Little bend in the arm. We're flying the arms out to the side. You can let that upper arm touch the floor and then squeeze them back together. So we're opening the arms like wings and squeezing them together, okay? Different than a press. It is not this action. All right, now combine this with a hip lift, and if you have a band, let's band the hip lift. So we'll get that band around the knees, and by being in this hip lift, we also work some low back, some core, and some glutes into the exercise. Shoulder blades tuck under, hips come up nice and high. Really get that bum to tuck under, lead with these hip bones. Hold this position here. Take hold of your weight and reach the arms up. Let's be ready here. We're gonna do 15. Hold the hips, squeeze the glutes, and fly your arms. 1, 2, you got this. With control, 3, and do not let go of these hips. 4, keep the glutes really squeezed. 5, 6, 7. Of course, if things are burning and you want to break a little earlier, 9. Gotta listen to your body always and do what you need to do. 11. Take a break if you need to. 12. Otherwise, we have 3 more. Lift your bum up higher. 13 and 14. And there is 15 chest flies. Lower the hips down. Very, very good. We'll put that down. Actually, we can just leave this here for now. We're gonna do some roll-ups with the legs extended straight. So we'll do a few assisting with the elbows, and then we'll see if we can do them without the elbows. We're gonna take this left elbow, drive it into the mat. On your exhale, lift your head and sit all the way up. Nice and tall, and come down with control. Slowly come down. Now take your right elbow, drive it into the mat. Come up, sit tall. 2. Left elbow. Okay, if you know that you can do these roll-ups and you do not need the assistance of an elbow, then by all means, do this without it. But just make sure that you're not lifting your legs off of the ground to get up. I want to see that it's very controlled, coming up and coming down. So this is 6 sit-ups, all the way ups. We have 4 to go. I'm gonna try no helping with my elbows. Make sure that my feet stay down for this. Sit tall and come down. This is 8. Good, we'll go 2 more. Really squeeze the belly. 9. And there's 10. Okay, we're gonna repeat these 2 exercises back to back. So we're gonna go into our bridge and our chest fly. Get the shoulder blades under you. Feet are hip width apart. Lift your bum. Really tuck the tail under. Lead with those hip bones higher and higher and higher. Hold that position and set up the arms. Fly the arms open. The back of the arm can lightly tap the floor. Squeeze them together. 1. You got this. Focus now on how that feels across your chest and also in the hips and the glutes and the low back. 4. Don't move too quickly. 5. Okay, it's slow, it's controlled. 6, and it's you thinking about that working muscle. 7. Always feeling that it's flexing. Always knowing what it is you're working. 9. 10, keep going. We have 5 more. Get the hips higher. They want to drop down here, and you're fighting that. 12. Resist that. 13. Get a little stronger. 14. And there we go. Okay, that was awesome. So we can take this off now at this point. We'll do our roll-ups again. You know that if you didn't need any help, that's great. Do your full 10 without any assistance. And if you were throwing your legs up in the air to sit up, you gotta use the elbows for now. Let's begin. I'm gonna use an elbow for the first few. Exhale, and sit up. Slowly down, belly button into the spine. Sit tall. Number 4, sit tall, lift your chest. All right, I'm gonna begin now with no elbow help. 5. With control, exhale. Sit tall. 6. This is also a great stretch for the hamstrings when you sit tall here. 7. It's a really great stretch for those hamstrings. 8. Almost there. 9. And we have one more solid roll up. Let's go. Very good. Okay, we are going to finish today. We'll come back down and we're going to finish with just a couple of sets of leg raises. So a little bit more focus into the belly, and then we'll stretch. So leg raises today are going to be single legs. Bring your legs up in the air. If things feel tight, have them bent, okay? Decrease the range of motion if you have any back pain. Do a full range of motion if these feel really strong. So as I breathe in, I'm going to lower my left leg, and then on the exhale, I'll pull it back, keeping that belly button in. Alternate legs. 2, we'll go for 20. If you need to take a break, take a break. 6. Okay, so if you know things are really hard, then make a smaller range of motion. Don't drop it down as far. Only drop the leg down part way. Bend the knees more if you need to. There's lots of things you can do here to make this work for you. And keep going. We're going to hit 20. I may have miscounted. That could happen a few times in class. It's very possible, but I believe we have one more on each side. This is 20. Okay, nice work. We're going to take a stretch in between. So we're going to just windshield wiper the legs. I've got my feet far apart, knees are bent, and we're just allowing the thighs to drop from side to side, getting a little bit of a twist here. Hey, great work today, everyone. We really have hit all the muscles, the big ones, the little ones, the in-between ones. Got some good heart rate there. Awesome. Okay, take a quick figure 4. We'll cross right ankle over left knee. And if it feels like you can hold behind the left thigh, go ahead and catch that. Or stay here, maybe add rocking. It's up to you, but let's just take a moment here and open up the hip. And then we'll see how that feels on the other side. Switch. And push that knee away. If this is very tight, stay here, add rocks. If it's not very tight and you want to hold behind the back leg, go ahead and add that. Close your eyes. Breathe. Let that hip release. Okay, when we did those single leg raises, so we have 20 more to go, If it was really easy, then I want you to challenge yourself to hold some dumbbells up straight in the arms like this, okay? So let's finish your final set. I'm gonna take the weights that I used for my chest flies. They weren't too heavy, pretty moderate. And I'm gonna push the dumbbells together and hold the arms up straight and be here. Now to make this a little bit more challenging, as I drop one leg down, I'm gonna take my straight arms and I'm gonna drop them back just a little bit. And when I get into this position, I really feel the stomach muscles kick in. It definitely makes it a little bit harder. So if you wanna take this option, go ahead and take it. But don't, if the first set bothered you, do not. Let's count. 1, we're going for 20, 2, you're choosing a level that is appropriate. 3, you're listening to the low back. 4, I don't want your low back to hurt you. 5, keep the belly button drawing in. 6, 7, 8, so your last little bit of effort today. 10, 11, so stay focused. 12, 13, 14, 15. Of course, if you finish this up, 16, and you want to do a third set of anything, 17, by all means, you go ahead and do that. 18, 3 sets are great. And this is rep number 20. Very, very good. All right, we'll put that down. If you're okay to rock and roll a few times, the length of your spine, you can do that. If that bothers you, roll onto your side and sit up carefully. We'll finish here today in a seated hamstring. If you've got time, go ahead and fit in more stretches today. So taking that nice big reach up, and on the exhale, leaning until you feel the stretch. Hold here and relax. And thanks for following along with me today. Have a great day.